Okay, let's look at homework 5.4, 5.5, problem number 12. Right, so let's find the area of this region right here. Alright, so it looks like we have to divide it into two sections. So I'm going to call this guy A1 and I call this guy A2. Right? So let's find these guys separately. And I have a feeling that they're going to be exactly the same. Alright, so let's find the A1. So A1 is going to be integral from 0 to 1. So from 0 to 1. Alright, the top curve is this cubic one. So you have quantity x minus 1 cubed. And then you're subtracting x minus 1. So minus x minus 1. Right? Then dx. Right? So let's compute that. Right, so find the antiderivative of, say, quantity x minus 1 over 3 would be x minus 1 to the 4th over 4 minus quantity x minus 1 squared over 2. Right, and then you need to go from 0 to 1. Right. And plug in 1, you will get, actually, if you plug in 1, that's 0, and that's 0. So that's 0, right? Minus, and if you plug in 0, so 0 minus 1, negative 1 to the 4th is going to be 1/4. Minus, plug in 0, so 0 minus 1 squared, so it's going to be 1/2. Alright, so 1/4 minus 1/2 is negative 1/4, but there's a negative sign here, so that's going to be positive 1/4. Alright, so that's our A1. Alright, so let's find the A2. Alright, so in this case, we're going from 1 to 2, and the top curve is this straight line, so it's going to be x minus 1. Bottom one is the cubic one, so quantity x minus 1 cubed and dx. Right, so let's find the antiderivative. So it's quantity x minus 1, add 1 to the power, divide by 2, minus, right, quantity x minus 1, add 1 to the power, divide by that power, 4. Then you're going from 1 to 2, right? So if you plug in 2, so you're going to have a 2 minus 1 is a 2, so it's a 1/2. Minus 2 minus 1/4, it's a 1/4. Minus, plug in 1, it's 0, a 0. So I'm not gonna write anything down, so it's 0. Alright, then you can see that this is going to be 1/2 minus 1/4 is going to be 1/4. Right? So the area that you're looking for, A, is simply the sum of A1 and A2, which is 1/4 plus 1/4, which is 1/2. Right? So this is the area. Right? So let's type it in. Alright, so it's going to be 1/2. 1 over 2. Alright, so let's check the answer. Alright, oops. Test sub before testing. Alright, it came back. Looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.